Good morning, class. Last time we have completed the second part of CNS, that is anti-Parkinsonian drugs. This Parkinsonian disease was due to the deficiency of dopamine. Hence, we are giving the drugs which are useful to increase the amount of dopamine in the CNS, or we are giving the drugs which can decrease the concentration of acetylcholine. So, we are giving the anticholinergic drugs. Okay, now we are moving to the next part of the CNS drugs, that is anticonvulsant drugs. They are also called as anti-seizure drugs or anti-epileptic drugs. Okay, so first of all we should know what is epilepsy. Okay, so it is a chronic medical condition. Why epilepsies happen? It is due to the sudden changes in the electrical function or the nerve impulses in the brain. Okay, for example, nerve impulses, they are transferred from one nerve to second, then third, then fourth, and it reaches to the brain. So they are having some specific time in which they can reach to the brain. Suppose, for example, if they are taking 5 seconds to reach to the brain. Now, in the case of epilepsy or the convulsion seizure, what happens? Instead of 5 seconds, they are taking the 1 or 2 seconds to reach to the brain. So, multiple impulses can be transferred to the brain within a short period of time. So, that is sudden changes in electrical function, it results into the epilepsy. And this epilepsy is characterized by episodes of seizures. So, epilepsy is characterized by seizures. Okay. Then what is seizure and what is convergence? Okay. So, the seizure is the abnormal discharge at high frequency. And what is convergence? Due to that discharge or high frequency, there is involuntary, jerky, violent movement or the spasmodic movement of the skeletal muscle. It will result into the conversion. Okay. So, seizure, epilepsy, convulsion, they are nearly the same, but the small difference is present between them. Okay, so epilepsy is characterized by seizure. What is seizure? Seizure means the discharge of high frequency impulses from one cell to another cell and to the brain. Okay, so while convulsion means the involuntary or you can say violent spasmodic movements of the skeletal muscles. Then our topic or our chapter is anti-convulsion drugs. What is anti-convulsion drugs? So anticonvulsants, they are also called as antiepileptic drugs or anti-seizure drugs. Then why these seizures, so you can see epilepsy or convulsion takes place? So there is etiology for this to takes place. So the first one, that is any congenital defect, or if any trauma to the head, any head injury, if it will takes place. Second one, if there is infection like meningitis, viral encephalitis, brain abscesses. So cyclically like this, if any infection or viral infection takes place, then it will also result into the increase the frequency of discharge of the impulses. Concussion, depressed skull, fracture, if cancer is there, that is a tumor, brain tumor is there. Sometimes it will result due to the withdrawal of some drugs. Okay, so if we withdraw the CNS depression drug, then also it will result into this one. Sometimes in children, fever, high fever cell, if it reaches to the brain, it will result into the such things. Then hypoglycemia or photoepilepsy. So these are the some etiology due to which the epilepsy or convulsion takes place. Generally, the head injury, trauma, or the congenital, or any fracture, any viral infections. If you are withdrawing any drug, so if one is taking the same depression drug for the long time, when it will withdraw, then it will result into the such kind of conditions. Next part is the what are the different types of seizures. Okay, so there are generally two types of seizure. One is the generalized seizure, second one is the partial seizure. So generalized seizure is also called as the primary seizure. So this seizure or this condition, that is the partial, it takes place in the one part of brain, while in the generalized, general means anywhere. So in generalized seizure, this condition takes place in any part of the brain or most of part of the brain. So that is the difference between the focal and this one. Okay. So in case of partial or focal, at a certain part of the brain, such condition takes place or such activity takes place, seizure activity. But if it is generalized, whole part of the brain takes place, it is not a specific, it will called as the generalized seizure. Okay. So again, partial seizures, these partial seizures, they are classified into three: simple, complex, and with secondary generalization. What is simple? म्हणजे पर्सन एखादा अलर्ट आहे, एखादा हेल्दी पर्सन आहे आणि अचानक त्याला इपिलेप्सी झाली, दॅट इज द सिम्पल इपिलेप्सी. That is called as simple. If seizure activity while the person is alert. Complex means एखाद्याला जर सराउंडिंग बद्दल अवेअरनेस होत नाही, and at that time it will get the seizure, it is called as complex seizure. And this secondary generalized म्हणजे काय, एका ब्रेनच्या एका पार्टला तो स्टार्ट होतो आणि बाकीच्या पार्टला तो स्प्रेड होत जातो. जनरल म्हणजे काय, कुठल्याही पार्टला. सो लाईक दिस इन जनरलाइज सीजर इट कॅन स्प्रेड टू द every part of the brain or any part of the brain. So it is called as secondary generalization. So partial seizure at a specific part of the one part of the brain or activity start at one part of brain. Simple means when person is alert. Complex means when it having no awareness with the surrounding. And secondary means it is start to spread to other parts of the brain. Now second one is the primary or generalized seizure. So this means absence seizure. So it results into standing and blinking without falling. खाली न पडता हे जे सीझर्स आहेत ते येतात. मायोक्लोनिक ॲज द नेम इंडिकेट्स. ओके, मायोक्लोनिक मीन्स जर्की मुवमेंट. टॉनिक क्लॉनिक पडतो पण तो आणि जर्की मुवमेंट सुद्धा होतात. टॉनिक, अटॉनिक, दे फॉल्स टू दी ground. So such events takes place. So actually I am going fastly through these types of seizure. It is there for your self-study part of your syllabus. That is the very different types of seizure. But you should know what are the different types of seizure. One is the generalized, where whole brain can be affected. Partial or focal means at a specific part of the brain it starts the spreading. Then partial again classified into three: simple, complex, secondary. And primary, it is classified into absence, myoclonic, tonic-clonic, tonic, and atonic. So like this the classification takes place. So please go through thoroughly through books. You can use Tripathi book for this one. It is there for your self-study part, so you can go through this. Okay. So this is partial and the specific part of the brain. This is generalized, so it can spread to any part of the brain. And this is partial seizure with secondary generalization. It starts from one part, but it can spread to the other parts of the brain. Then classification of this takes place. The first part is the drugs which can prolong the sodium channel inactivation. Okay, if sodium channel inactivation it can prolong, so there is no entry of sodium. So again it goes to that part. Okay, if sodium channel inactivation takes place, sodium will not enter into the intracellular part. So outside positive charge, inside negative charge, so there is a polarization condition takes place, and when polarization condition takes place, the nerve impulses will not transfer from one cell to the another cell. Okay, so seizure, epilepsy and conversion means what? We are getting the sudden high frequency transfer of nerve impulses. So if we have to give the treatment for this one, what we have to do? We have to stop the transfer of nerve impulses. And how we can stop? If we keep a polarization condition or hyperpolarization condition across the nerve membrane or the cell membrane, then we can keep it the static state. In this way, we can treat the seizure, conversion, or epilepsy. So if we inhibit the sodium channel, so what happens? Polarization condition maintained, so that is the resting state. Second one, facilitation of chloride channel opening. Okay, now chloride channel open केल्यावर काय होणार? बाहेरचे क्लोराइड्स आहेत जे निगेटिव्ह चार्ज आहे ते आतमध्ये येणार. When it enters into the cell, outside the cell positive charge increases, inside the cell negative charge increases. So it will result into the hyperpolarization, and hyperpolarization is there, it will stop the action potential. So there are two conditions. Okay, so there are two conditions that if we maintain the polarization state or hyperpolarization, then static, that is the resting state takes place, so there is no transfer of nerve impulses from one cell to the another cell. But when they are present in the depolarization state, then action potential takes place, so they can transfer from one cell to the another cell. So that is the difference between polarization, hyperpolarization and depolarization. And depolarization कधी होणार? So generally आतमध्ये negative charge, बाहेरमध्ये positive charge. So when depolarization takes place, when positive charge enters into the cell, and positive charge म्हणजे sodium ion. So we are inhibiting the sodium ion channel. So inhibiting the sodium ion channel, it will not allow the positive charge to enter into the cell. Second thing, if we facilitate the negative charge species, so what happens? These negative charge species, they are responsible to cause the hyperpolarization, and when the hyperpolarization takes place, action potential stops. Then inhibition of calcium ions. So calcium ion is also positive charge. So if we inhibit these calcium ions, then also the positive charge, it will not enter into the cell, it will maintain the polarization state. So all these conditions, they are responsible to increase polarization or hyperpolarization state. So which are the drugs which are responsible to block the sodium channel? That is the phenytoin, carbamazepine, valproic acid, lamotrigine. These are the drugs which can prolong the sodium channels. So chloride ion channel opens करणारे, as we have studied in sedative hypnotics, that is barbiturates, benzodiazepam, vigabatrin, tiagabine, gabapentin, becomes, or they are related with the GABA mediated chloride channel. And calcium channel blockers, that is ethosuxinamide, trimethadone, and valproic acid. So you can observe all these three, there is one common drug, valproic acid, valproic acid, it is valproate means valproic acid, and this one. So in the exam there is asked a compulsory question Give an example of drug which can act on all the channels or which act on sodium channel, calcium channel, as well as the GABA channel. At that time, you can write down the name of drug, that is the valproic acid. So just go through this picture, sodium channel. We have seen in the GABA local anesthetic. We have seen these sodium channel blockers. What they do? They block the sodium channel, and when the sodium channel blocks, what happens? No transfer of nerve impulses from one cell to the another. So there is high frequency impulses, they can be inhibited. Opens, the positive charge species can enter into the cell. But when we block the sodium channel, what happens? Sodium channel will not enter, or sodium will not enter into the cell, so it will results into the polarization state. So here one inactivation gate is present. Okay, so normally what happens when channel is open, inactivation gate go apart from this channel, sodium can enter into the cell. After some times what happens? So inactivation gate, it block the entry of sodium ion. So that are the two states which are present. That is the activation or the opening of sodium channel, and second one inactivation of sodium channel. So these are the two states, these are takes place. Okay. So what happens? For sometimes it will remain in the open state, in sometimes it will remain in the inactivation state. But when we keep it inactivated state for a long time, so sodium will not enter. You can see that this inactivation get block the entry of sodium ions. So sodium ions will not enter inside the cell, and when it will not enter inside the cell, what happens? Sodium ion remains outside, so it will result into the polarization state. सो हे जे इनएक्टिवेशन स्टेट आहे ती इनएक्टिवेशन स्टेट जर आपण प्रोलॉंग केली, जनरली देर इज प्रेझन्स ऑफ इनएक्टिवेशन स्टेट, हे प्रेझेंट असतेच, पण ती जर आपण ड्युरेशन वाढवलं, इफ वी प्रोलॉंग दिस इनएक्टिवेशन स्टेट, so what happens due to the prolongation of this one? For the long time, the sodium ions, it will not enter into the cell. For the long time, we can maintain the hyperpolarization. Okay, so the drugs carbamazepine, phenytoin, lamotrigine, valproic acid, these drugs are responsible to increase the inactivation timing of sodium ion channel. And due to this one, for a long time, the cell remains in the polarization state. And due to the remaining in the polarization state, what happens? Resting state. There is no action potential. This is second one, GABA. In barbiturates, benzodiazepine, in sedative hypnotics, we have observed regarding the GABA drugs. Okay, so this is the GABA. So this GABA is transferred by the enzyme GABA transferase. Then it undergo metabolites. Okay, some of the GABA, they are stored in the vesicles, and after storage in the vesicles, they will release, and after releasing, they can bind to the GABA receptor. So as we have studied any neurotransmitter, okay, when they are synthesized, they are having the generally three phases. One is the storage, second one metabolism, and third one they can bind to the specific receptors. Okay, so like this GABA having three phases. One is the metabolism storage, second metabolism, third one binding to the receptor. So when they binding to the receptor, the chloride channel opening takes place, and this chloride channel, when it enters into the cell, then depolarize hyperpolarization takes place, and in hyperpolarization there is no transfer of nerve impulses from one cell to the another cell. Akshay Dada? Okay. So barbiturates benzodiazepine, they bind to the GABA receptor, and when they bind to the GABA receptor, they will increase the hyperpolarization state. So the drugs vigabatrin, they are responsible to inhibit the GABA transferase. Valproic acid is there, tigagabain is also there. So details we will see in the next lecture. So these are the drugs, they are responsible to act on GABA. So compulsory there is question, give the examples of drugs which act on the GABA. So like this you can have benzodiazepine, barbiturates, tiagabine, valproic acid, vigabatrin. So these are the drugs which act on the GABA receptor. Then calcium ion channel. What we have to do? We have to block the calcium ion channel so that there is no entry of calcium ions from extracellular to the intracellular state. Okay, so the valproic acid, ethosuxinamide, they bind to these calcium ions. They block the entry of calcium ions from extracellular to the intracellular part. And when they block the entry from extracellular to the intracellular part, the polarization state is maintained. And when the polarization state is maintained, there is no transfer of nerve impulses, so the resting state takes place. Okay, so these are some treatments. Tonic clonic असेल तर valproic acid, lamotrigine आहे. Partial असेल तर carbamazepine, phenytoin, valproic acid. Absence ला valproic acid, ethosuxinamide. Myoclonic, atonic ला valproic acid. Status epilepticus ला diazepam आहे, valproic acid आहे, phenytoin आहे. Seizure ला diazepam आहे. So these are some treatments there for the different types of seizures. So detail that we will see in the next lecture.